a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC News. Eastman Kodak Company has marked its first year out of bankruptcy, still losing money, but not as much. Kodak reported a net loss of $41 million in the fourth quarter, $16 million less than they lost the previous year. Kodak made revenues of $2.1 billion for all of 2014, just as predicted, and its net loss for the year, $118 million. State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman fired off a critique of Albany's history of ethical lapses during a speech before the Citizens Union in New York. Schneiderman rolled out a series of proposals to the good government group he says will help cure the disease of public corruption. He goes beyond Governor Cuomo's ethics plan by calling for a total ban on state legislators earning outside income. Schneiderman would also end per diems paid to lawmakers to cover their expenses, but which are a frequent source of abuse. The University of Rochester has named the principals who will head its leadership team for East High School, which reopens this fall under university management. Marlene Blocker will be the principal of the lower house at East, grades 6 through 9, and the current East High principal, Anibal Soler, will head the upper house. Both are city school district veterans. Both will work under Deputy Superintendent Sean Nelms. A letter's gone out to parents from the West Irondequoit Central School District warning that 3 Irondequoit High School students have now been diagnosed with pertussis, or whooping cough. The district recommends parents of Irondequoit High students contact their children's doctors to determine if they should get antibiotic treatment, and if the child has or develops a persistent cough over the next 3 weeks, they need to be seen by a doctor. With 4 productions still to come this season, Jiva Theater has announced the productions for its 43rd season beginning next fall. Jiva Artistic Director Mark Cuddy says A Christmas Carol will return for the Christmas season. And around that, you can get crazy with Monty Python's Spam-A-Lot and its unique take on the Knights of the Round Table, who dance whenever they're able. Also, Miracle on South Division Street, a comedy set in Buffalo, Benjamin Scheuer's The Lion, and other works. Change is coming to the Golisano College of Computing at the Rochester Institute of Technology. Dean Andrew Sears is stepping down to become Dean of Penn State's College of Information Sciences and Technologies. Sears has been head of the Golisano College at RIT since 2011. Authorities in Livingston County say a Perry man has been charged with kidnapping, menacing, and criminal contempt. 66-year-old Charles Braun, who recently got out of prison, abducted a woman at gunpoint in York and forced her to drive him to his apartment in Perry, where he held her overnight. She ran when he fell asleep and got someone at a neighboring house to call 911. The woman had an order of protection against Braun. He was arrested, and he's being held on $200,000 bond. A man who stole an unmarked Rochester police car was arrested after a short chase on Parcells Avenue. He's charged with grand larceny and criminal possession of stolen property. Police say 29-year-old Michael Ellison of Rochester jumped into the police car and drove off with it while the officers were out chasing a suspect on foot. He was arrested a short time later without incident. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of these pages. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.